the lobby. We've been in here for a couple of minutes, not too long. Just setting the stream up, going to share. Oh, wrong one. Use my phone for this. Get everything set up, and we'll be good to go in about 5 minutes' time. We have Chronos Racers, which is Rezkio and Rhandoss, and they are up against Too Fast, Too Furious tonight, and that is Rezkio and Missile King. Like I said, let me just get this shared around. It's not popped up yet. Go to my channel. There we go. Lovely and lovely. Hey Dave, how you going, my man? Let me mute myself there. Alright. Copy that. PlayStation. Right. Just once. I just need to play my name. That one back. And nice. Alright, let's get this shared around quickly and then we will be good to go. Hello Scarlord, how you going, fella? Guess you guys are here to keep your eye on your boy Rezkio. Get that posted. Chronos That's me done and done. Rezkio is taking us into the playlist and we will be underway. Let me grab this and then we'll also take it to the Discord. I can just do that. But I've got the chat up. There we go. Let me update the description just a touch. Hello Rezkio, how you going, fella? I'll give your stream a share in my chat in just 1 second as well, so people can head over, listen to the commentary and watch your man's stream at Rezkio. Chronos Racers. Rezkio. There we go, that's in the description. Countdown just about there. Let me grab a Rezkio stream and I'll pull my stream back up. Subscriptions. Where's Rezkio? No, has Rezkio stopped his stream? I think Rezkio's stream maybe just had to stop a second. I'll have another look for that in 1 moment. If that is the case, Rezkio, no worries, fella. Take your time. Hey, good luck, everybody. involved. Got Leo, Geo, Rhandoss and Rezkio in the chat. Not sure if Missile's in the chat, but again, good luck to everybody. Just try and enjoy yourselves as much as possible. Where's Rezkio? Why is it not coming up? You're not live, Rez. Maybe you shared my stream. I look for it. I'm subscribed. All notifications. But no live. Okay, cool. Right, I'm good. I hope everybody's well. I hope you're looking forward to tonight's action. Like I say, I would have shared Rezkio's stream there, and with that in mind, we will spend the first lap with Rez. Doesn't look like there'll be any weights on the line. They agree that between the teams, whether they feel it's necessary or not. And if not, they just go. Go, pulling himself back up, really nice. Little bounce off the curb, but he does go past Leo Geo, pulls himself away from that little gap in the barrier that can cause so much trouble as you pull along the straight. Looks like Leo had a bit of a lag spike there and does come away from the barrier nice and clean, taking the position back over Rezkio. Rezkio though, nice entrance into the tube, and it looks as though Leo did squeeze in. He is in the tube, but there was a bit of an issue somewhere along the line and he's lost a lot of time. And us leading the way. Missile King sandwiched here between Chronos racers. Getting over the curbs. Rezkio looked like he was maybe thinking and wanting the ramp skip, but choosing to play it a little bit safe, taking the wise option, pulling himself up and round over the ramp, sorry. Make it through the soft strips. Missile King has taken the lead. Really nice stuff from Missile. It's been a little while since I've seen Missile King race, and he's clearly got his speed up a touch. Really chugging along and isn't leading the field over just anyone here. This is two very good racers. Missile is just extending the lead out at the moment. Now the tracks are Wall Climb, Raton, and it doesn't show, it was undecided at the time. I'm guessing that was decided, but they are Too Fast, Too Furious, these tracks. We'll see that as it comes up. That is the 5th track. Then we also have Appearance, Splits and Pleasant Park from Chronos Racers, and then Damned being the week's pick for round 1. Got Shark Do and Unholy as well. I didn't enter the chat earlier on, I missed that. Rezkio has taken a second over Rhandoss, trying to chase down Missile King, doesn't want to let him get too far ahead. So into the tube. Missile doing a really clean job, leading the way. First lap 2:16.969 from the start, and a good couple of seconds off where they would want to be. And you can see Leo Joe maybe had another error compounded in down at the 2:43. He's going to have to be very careful not to suffer an early DNF. It wouldn't decide the playlist, but it would mean they would need to take a couple of 1-2s throughout to get them points back, as Rezkio repasses by and really closes the gap up on Missile King here. Flying through nice and clean. Rezkio, it looked like it just missed the mid-drive boost. Didn't see that telltale tyre trail. Sorry for that little bubble there. The tyre trail coming off the back of the car, signifying that he caught him. Sorry for the double click through the camera settings there. I wasn't 100% sure I got it right. We are just going to have a little bit of time without. We are just for now going to sit with Rezkio. He's been in the thick of the battle. Rhandoss really not too far behind. But I do want to keep good sight on Missile as well, applying the pressure evenly across the teams where possible. Certainly early on, coming through the corner, Rezkio nice and tidy, both making sure they do not get too close to that curved barrier there. It just stops you dead. Occasionally just pings you off to the other side of the track as well. It completely kills the car's speed. You see Rezkio matching note for note the curves there, but takes the curb and the brake boost. Missile barely holding the lead. Rezkio a bit smoother over the curves. Missile smoother through the corner, getting right back up the exhaust pipe of Rezkio. Takes the corner slightly tidier. Earlier curves see Rezkio holding first. But right, Missile did just have an ever so slight disconnect from the tube, but the speed he's gathered there brings him back into first. Really nice line just behind Rezkio from Missile. Sees him retake the lead. Rezkio though battling back in the last part of that tube to take the position and through the corner ever so lightly extending out. Although Missile clearly good strong brake boost pulls it back and takes the lead. It's a phenomenal battle between the two. Rezkio tidier line, not quite so high up on that tube wall, but Missile bursts through the stop strips, and that is just about going to pull them neck and neck. Missile just behind as they head round into the final portion of the track. Oh, soft brush against the barrier there from Missile. Did lose him some track position and a bit of speed, but he's still in the battle. Just good tube line here. Could see it all swing back his way. Rezkio really nice and smooth into the tube though. Extends out ever so lightly. Just pulled away a little bit through the line in the tube. Really clean stuff down the straight. Full credit there to Rez. Held the pressure, or don't want to call it too soon, but he'd held the pressure wonderfully well throughout that. Had the lead there going into the final corner. Just wanted to pull away. He has taken first. Have a little look at where Leo Gio is. I think he's just a bit too far back here, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to see Leo taking 4 points. Oh, not 115. Jesus Christ, that's a bit of an overscore for Rezkio. 10. So the scores are 25 to Chronos races and 16 to Too Fast, Too Furious. Hey, Papa J, apologies. As my chat was playing up then, it's just loaded in a load of the comments. I was stuck at Rezkio's good luck. We've got Clem Bundy, hello. Thanks and good luck from Rhandoss, good luck from Davran, a Shark Do, good luck and a shot to face. Papa J, one big like for my best commentator of all time, Starstrider-Fox. Papa J, man, that does mean a lot to me. We've got James in chat. Alex, this was race number 1, fella. Apologies for that. Like I say, a little bit of a lag on my chat. It seems to all be back in order. We've got Albo Lebo as well. And there's Unholy with some lit flames. And we'll get that pinned up as well, just so that just sit at the top. Hello, Aldo. How you going, my man? Good luck, have fun, everybody as well from Mobbing. In fact, next time I will rotate. That was a very clean battle with Missile and really nicely handled on the, like I was just on you until the last corner, Reg. There's no other way I can say it. I skipped off just before, but you handled that really nicely, fella. Drove really well. And Missile, you seriously picked up a touch of speed, lad. That was some really nice stuff. Didn't quite remember to have a look at the laps after the first lap. That was a little bit of a lapse in judgment. Oh, I think that was Missile King. It just came off the barrier early. He is going to have plenty of time to make up from that mistake. And Leo now is just going to have to do his best. We're going to stick with Leo for just now. Pedaling the throttle nicely, trying to keep them revs nice and high as he went over the jump, pulling through the corners just before the tube, nice and clean. You can see Rhandoss and Rezkio are just easing it out a little bit. They'll know they're able to relax up a touch. Just make sure not to have any forced mistakes, pushing it a little bit too hard. Leo, nice and clean through into the skip, gets it nice and clean. The car just floats across, no ducking of the car. You can see he has closed the gap up just a touch on the pair. Nice brake boosting down the straight. Again, the gap did just start to close up there, I believe, as we reached the bottom of the hill. The guy flew into the tube, Missile into the tube now already. Oh, it's clean, it's very nice. You can see the guys ahead taking a slightly safer line. Again, knowing they've got everything to lose here, they've got position 1 and 2, can extend out a nice lead. Leo though, handling that pressure, nice and clean so far. We are going to stick here for just now, because we can still see the guys and move forward once they potentially get out of sight. Leo having a nice clean drive. First lap of 1:52.340 from Rhandoss with 52.570. Leo responding with a 54.8, couple of seconds back, but really nice and clean. Hopefully that can just carry on. Oh, Rhandoss maybe had a bit of an issue through that corner, a bit of a slip and a slide. Does see Leo up into second place. Hey Ventura, my man, how are you going, fella? And Stinky! Hope the racing's been going well, fella, in real life. There was a bit of a stall there from Rezkio. Car unable to pick up the revs, maybe again a bit of a slide. It does see Rezkio into second. Going to have to battle now with Leo. Leo nice and tidy through the corner, but Rezkio just able to carry that little bit of extra speed, that experience coming through. Rezkio is very strong on his throttle control, brake boosting, all them little dirty tricks. I'm sure there's even a bit of short shifting thrown in, as unfortunately Leo just undercuts that cut ever so slightly. Rezkio pulls through nice and clean. We're just going to sit here with a Rhandoss not too far back. Just as we're coming down the straight, we will swap back, we'll sit in second place and keep an eye out on the front too. You see Rezkio unable to improve. Rhandoss either with that slip and slide through the first corner, but they are back into their positions here, holding the top spots. Missile King is still a bit further back, that 2-minute first lap, holding him back a little bit, but hopefully we'll see some improvement. So I could just come across the line. I'm not sure we did, maybe another slight mistake. Maybe this isn't one of Missile's favourite tracks. I know it can be a little bit hit and miss as you are finding speed, find yourself much more comfortable on certain tracks than others. Lovely welcome into the chat from the chat. There's a couple of new people swinging on by. New to this chat. Floating across that wonderfully well. Just handling the throttle clean. Dropping the car down to gear 2. So you can build them revs up really nice and clean down the straight. Catches the first brake boost and the second one much stronger. You can really hear them revs. There we go again, me accidentally pressing that button. You didn't see any improvement there from. We are going to hop back. You see Rezkio with a big lead there. We'll see how far back Missile is. Leo can work out if Rhandoss does cross the line whether they will have time to finish. It looks like Missile is into the final tube. There's Rezkio across the line. Rhandoss 2, it is all on, but there should be plenty of time here. It's good. Oh, it's not. Unfortunately, he drifts a little bit too much to the left. That will see Missile this time with the 4. That sees the scores go to that's right. 52 in Chronos race's favour and 30. Hey Butch, my man, thank you very much. I hope you're doing very well. And good luck with work, never my favourite thing to do. Let's get these scores updated. Chronos 52. And I'm going to put the score first this time, just because it looked a little bit confusing with it being pinned. Too fast. There we go. Should all update in a second. So there's a big lead here at the moment, but it has appeared very early on. 2 races in, so very clearly plenty of time for this to be made up. Now, City isn't in my list, so I'm guessing this is this track just here. I've put it in. It's not very big mobbing, you'll need to maybe tidy that up at some point. Allow Sick Nasty coming in with a good look, guys. No. Oh, there we go. So this is Global left there away at Leo Geo, close behind Missile King with Rezkio and Rhandoss leading the way. Missile pulling himself in between Rhandoss and Leo here. You can see Rezkio pulling away. Everybody's collected the checkpoint. Rezkio keeps the position and everybody's kept going nice and clean. No issue with that checkpoint bug. Missile takes that nice and low. He's going to undercut Rhandoss. Taking the position, Rhandoss goes a little bit too long and does hit that tyre wall at the bottom. He's been able to pull himself away from it. You do sometimes get stuck on it, but he is in 4th position at the moment. He's through and he's coming through the corner behind as Leo had a little bit of a rough entry into the corner, allowing Rhandoss to close the gap back up. Missile though, putting in a nice drive to get himself up to 3rd. In the distance between him and Rezkio, knows what he's got to do, looking to put his foot down, get up to speed. Rezkio taking the corner cleanly ahead, clipping the curb as he enters the tube, or just before tube entry. Leo on the opposite side, Like watching it in reverse, like a mirror version. No offence, Leo. See, Rhandoss was already at the top of the hill, not too much distance behind. Not that much more than Missile to Rezkio. Rezkio takes the ramp. Missile King gets caught up. Leo clears it nice and tidy into first as Rezkio does have a bit of a brick on that flat. That does see Leo up into first. It is going to see Rhandoss back into third, and he clearly got the cut as well. He's right back up beside Rezkio here. We are going to move back and sit with Rhandoss. It has been a little while since I've seen this fella drive, and it's lovely to be sat in the cockpit beside him. Nice and tidy into GTO, bouncing nice and clean. Rhandoss this time taking the cut a little bit too low. It is just going to tip over though. He styled it out, pointing the right way. Does ride his luck a touch there. Leo coming through the tube, has had to respawn. We are going to move forward and watch the battle for first here. Just give Rhandoss that bit of time to settle back into it. Just holding the lead, both taking different sides of the stop strips, but both keeping two tyres on the curb, trying to limit the amount of stop they get. Rezkio going really aggressive on the curb. You can see the closing speed on Leo, draws level by the braking point. Leo does just stay on the track after that unexpected bump. Wait for Leo to get out the tube too, and we are just going to pop back, clean timing. See Leo tried to shorten the amount of stop he got. Got a little bit of airtime though. Ooh, gets the tilt nice, does lose a little bit of contact with the tube, but he's in clean, holding a second. Rezkio has extended ever so lightly. Rezkio again chooses to avoid the cut. Leo is already ahead of him this time and is in the lead. Rezkio playing it safe, not wanting to take the big risk and lose that significant time, and I do think it is a wise choice. He's clearly got the speed on the rest of the track to potentially make up this lost time. And with it being the last lap, I imagine we could potentially see the lad go for it himself. We saw what happened to Missile King on that first lap, so again I do commend the decision making. We've got Gnarly Kush. Gnarly mate, if you are in the chat or if anybody does know that man, would you mind sending a message and asking him? Oh, he's already gone. Thank you very much, Gnarly. He's a 2v2 fella. Or if you're spectating, lad, and I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Or if he is on anybody's friends list other than mine or whoever's, would you ask him to get out? Pull my phone up and thingy it. Joe has half the gap in about 2/3 of the track, heading through nice and clean. A bit later on the brakes, the slide from Leo. Thank you very much, Gnarly. Do appreciate that, my man. I would suggest that we all oh, Leo! Really unlucky. Went to take it as low as he could. Rezkio did take it really nice and low. Leo maybe felt a bit of the pressure with Rez's engine in the background, a little wobble from Rez. As he comes down, he knows he's now got that time advantage. He may see Rez go all 3 laps without He does. We are going to skip back. We'll sit with Rhandoss. Really unlucky from Leo. Rhandoss. Oh, the little tease. Oh, the tease. He teased us with it. He tilted the car towards it. Decided against it again. Wise choice. Banking them points. Missile is up into third place. Taking the 10. And Leo doesn't look like he's too far behind either. Should make it nice and clean. Across the line. Yep, no issue with that. That does take the scores 79 in Chronos' favour. Yeah, that's right. I have put it in the description this time as well, so if you press the downward bit on the description, it should pop up. But yeah, it's Chronos is Rezkio and Rhandoss, and Too Fast is Missile and Leo. And the scores are Chronos 79 to 48 from first. Ayo, lazy! Get those pins updated, lovely. Hey man, nothing's up with myself. I hope you're very well. I'm nice and good, enjoying the action as I do. Rhandoss and Rezkio putting in a very strong performance at the moment. They've taken first and second place in 2 of the 3 races. Rhandoss with 1 third place, with Rezkio in first on the first race. Couple of slip-ups from one each from Leo and Missile did lead to a DNF on wall climb and pier race respectively. But everything is still to play for. There's more than half of the playlist. No worries, James. Enjoy your food, fella. See that speed Rezkio picked up with them curb boosts, nice and aggressive, carries the speed nicely through the corner too. Rhandoss closing the gap and passing Leo. Slightly cleaner line from Leo through the back half of the tube. Does see him close up a bit of that gap again and retake the position from Rhandoss, nice and tidy. Rezkio, he's just leading the way. Missile King really not too far back in all of this either. Swing come around, just see him there, closing in significantly with that little tube, taking the position from his teammate. Looking to lead the charge into the fight. Very aggressive, fast line there from Missile into the tube. Really did close the gap up, and Leo very unlucky, just got 2 wheels caught up over the side of the ramp. Unfortunately, that did see the explosion from Leo. Really unfortunate stuff. Really nice lad. Not getting the rub of the green tonight. Missile getting nice and close to that as Rezkio has fallen down into third. Rhandoss leads the way. Missile really doing everything he can to try and shove himself back up in the fight. Takes the cut nice and clean side Rhandoss. Rhandoss car bucking all over the shop on that curved banked platform. So taking the cut across the containers a little bit later. Rezkio has closed the gap back up to these 2 lads. Rhandoss leading the way. Missile. I think it's lag. It is. It's just with the way the car was behaving there, that didn't look right to my eye. Holding his position. Rezkio has lost that time. Had gained. Nice smooth loop line there from Rhandoss, just nice and clean. Didn't look like there was any chance of the car disconnecting. Able to keep full grip on the roof of the tube, get himself past spinner prop. Nice and aggressive over the curbs, does extend his lead out. Missile matching that aggression, if not going a little bit further. On my screen, and our screen, sorry, showing and brushing against the container cranes to gain that little bit of extra curb boost. You see Leo just up there, not sure how far back that's going to be. 125.617 from Rhandoss, and Leo as well with a 126.8. Rezkio a little bit further back, just needs a clean lap. That's a nice and smooth Missile though, really closing in, takes the lead, lovely line through the tube so you can extend that lead out as well. And that's a nice and tidy into the tube behind, although Missile is just edging away at the moment. Oh, Rhandoss really unlucky, the car side ever so lightly just brushed that metal cable. It did, unfortunately, barrel roll the car over the barrier and off the track. Did see Rhandoss into third place. Should see that time made up for Leo to have no issue with finishing. Does see. There's Rezkio, just making sure, no chance this time of his teammate being in jeopardy. Making 100% sure there's not any point lost for his team. Get that off my leg. Hello, Mobbin. Catch you later, Butch, and good luck with work, fella. .30 lead heading in for the final 3 tracks. I need to move these scores over a bit though. We are on to Raton, Pere, Dumperes, Spoochie. This wasn't in the list. Maybe this is Raton? Last minute track changes, Mobbing. Throwing the spreadsheet into disrepute. Rezkio leading the way, gets down to the track nice and early. Leo got really nice landing traction moves there and pulls right back up behind. You see how much time advantage he gained with clean corner there over Rhandoss and Missile King. Missile closing, trying to close the gap back up. Bit of a mistake. Unfortunately, has seen Missile had to respawn. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It looked like he'd maybe run a bit wide through the corner and spun out across the track. Leo doing all he can just to hold pace here with Rezkio. Rezkio just playing it cool, putting down the pace he can where he can. Hoping it does the work. There's Missile King. And that's not too far behind Leo. Leo will... There we go, the brake boost from Rhandoss. You can really hear that engine in the background now. And you can just see the nose. If he's got his camera far out, he will be seeing Rhandoss just in his view. Rhandoss tiny corner. So he can pull right up behind. Leo had gone in a little bit too sharp, pulled out a little bit aggressively, but he gets himself through it really clean and out of trouble. Aggressive infantry, holding line nice and tidy. Straight around the corner. Leo does just brush against one of the pillars, but he's straight and true enough. It wasn't an issue, and he has carried a little bit too much speed there into the hairpin. Going to see Missile with a chance to close up, and now both of them need it to be clean to finish. Rezkio and Rhandoss with big lead. Will go apply the pressure to the two of them. See Rezkio there leading the way, just dropping down. Rhandoss was exiting the corner. Hits the brake at the top of the hill and pulls through the right hander into the sharpest left. Sharp in timing, not so much in angle. Hey Bolid, my man, I hope you're doing very well. Oh, maybe it's not updated for me. Let me refresh. No, it hadn't updated for me, unless I've replaced it now. Oh, no, it is you. It's capitals. Thank you, Mobbin. And hello, Faxstain. How you going, fella? I'm doing very well, Bolid, my man. I hope you are too. Rhandoss seems to have held a distance nicely from Rezkio. Rezkio maybe extended out ever so slightly. 2:11.464 was the best lap from Rezkio, first lap. Rhandoss with that 2:12.701 with the mistakes from Missile King and Leo Geo. Let's see their times being a little bit further off the pace. No, it does, Mobbin. I saw it. That was what I saw, and I realised that's what I did. Oh, Rezkio has come. Bit of cropper there on the shop awnings, on the shop pillars. 2:10.227 from Rhandoss. Rezkio unable to improve. We are just going to slip back to Rez and keep our eye on the both of them. Looks like Missile and Leo heading into that hairpin. Missile coming down straight. Leo too shouldn't be much at risk of a DNF as long as they are nice and clean. Getting tidy, but like Rezkio just get a little bit later on the brake, closing the gap up ever so lightly on Rhandoss. Both cars trying to step out ever so slightly at the corrected back, tether throttle nicely counter it. Getting lots of car trying to step out, but it's countered it, maybe even used it as part of the braking point into the corner. See Rhandoss chasing them curb boosts. It looks like he is catching an extra couple of brake boosts on the right sided tyres as well, as he's held the lead and extended lightly over Rezkio. Rez isn't going to let the fight to Rhandoss down easy, heads in for the wall ride. Unfortunately, he does spin out and off the track, with the team having the lead though. It's not too risky. He is going to lose the position here to Missile. Potentially enough time left on track to close that gap back up. He's back up to pace, nice and quick. Oh, just clicking the tube. Does see Missile pull away. He's going to see Rhandoss taking the race win. I believe there shouldn't be any issue there for Leo crossing the line either. That was not a 30-second countdown by any stretch. 126, 126 to Chronos, 91 to Too Fast, Too Furious. Roll the boat. Turn that one up. Now, if there haven't been any further changes, we should have Pleasant Park, the Damned, or it's not the Damned, but Damned up next. It's the track by Razza. The track by Lazy. Yeah, it is. This is Lazy's track, Pleasant Park. This is Chronos selection. Why are you an idiot? What have you done wrong, Rezkio? I've not noticed nothing wrong, have I? I don't. Maybe there was a bit of a track mistake there. Oh, I'm going to do that too. There we go, lovely and clean under the tube cut from Rezkio and Rhandoss there. Leo and Missile holding the line nice and clean. Not had too many looks at this track, the guys. So really nice and well. We will maybe just have a little look back. Oh, sorry, Missile, if that in any way was down. Seeing my name pop up as you enter the tube, fella. Doesn't know the cut, and this is where picking these custom tracks does pay off if you know them nice and good. Oh, pulls under that tube nice and clean through the tube. Uppercut rather than taking a ramp. Not sure what to call that cut yet. Need to have a little look at that. Pulling up the whoopsie-doo, the alley-oop. Feathering the throttle nice and tidy. Braking points clean. Collecting the boost and flinging it around into about a quarter point of the tube. Nice and tidy, gaining time. Rezkio and Rhandoss flying, pulling down cleanly onto the white and blue. And platform over the gap, nice and clean. Missile King and Leo are some way behind here. We see first laps of 147.6 to 149.7 from Rezkio to Rhandoss. Has just lost that little touch time, but again it is his own teammate, so he won't be in any massive push rush to close that gap up. Happy for the two of them to just do their thing. Rhandoss is soaring. He may spend that last lap with that Rhandoss. He's fully settled into it. He's really flying, he's already in and through the bull ride. Nice and clean from Rezkio, nice and low this time. Just going over the top of the track. Got the car back round, landing clean on all four. Like he did close up the gap to Rhandoss ever so slightly with it, but Rhandoss back up to speed. Fully takes himself through the cut, nice and clean. Oh, the air time. Could have seen him connect with the tube there, but he handled that really clean. And I could just see him heading up that coloured tube there. Oh, the back wheel of Rez's car barely clearing the track. Now, as I said, we are going to pop forward to Rhandoss. Just see if we can catch what he's doing. The 145.050, really nice stuff from Rhandoss, pushing good and hard. I wonder who did this one, Lazy. I believe this would be yourself, sir. This is, as I did say at the beginning, as the track came up, Lazy's track. Do make sure to check out his social club and his YouTube. World record again by Rhandoss with the 45.050 potentially there. And it looks like he's chasing a 3-lapper here as well, Lazy. See him taking that tube nicely clean. Oh, he rides his luck all kinds of specially. Gets the car landed nice and smooth. He's ridden his luck tremendously well there, and he's extended his lead out. Nice and late on the brake, pulls himself through the corner, clean as you like. He's pushing, he's chasing, pulls the car round and through, just angled nicely, ready, and that is Rhandoss across the line. Little pap of the hut for the YouTubes. I believe so. Is a double DNF applied here? See Missile King pulling up. That'll be 6 and 4. Hey Silver, how you going, fella? He wanted the 44 to upload and now it's a 45.0. Bad luck. From Lazy. Lucky Rhandoss. That was a really nice run though, really clean fella. And a 5.19 flat as well. Literally 0.00. Very nice. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Chronos 133. And a Rezkio popping up with Rhandoss Master Custom Track GG. And 101. So it is out of reach for the guys. We are going to see them carry on. Always got massive respect to guys that are up for taking part and competing. They use it as an opportunity to get themselves ready for it as their speed develops further. So then when they are ready speed-wise, they're not coming under too much pressure in the racing, having taken part before. I just paid all my bills. Nicely tidy. Now this is Raz's track, Razza LD. This is a damned how aggressively Rezkio was able to pull it into that tube wall, no risk of ripping. Pulls through the exit nice and clean. See ever so lightly extending away Missile, nice and smooth over the curb and boost though. Trying to match that speed, heads into the wall ride, pulls out, clean, little lag break on our screen, and it's like Leo has fallen just a touch behind Rhandoss in the tube, just behind Missile here. We are going to just pop back, watch all three of these guys go out while we can. Rezkio just lost a little bit of time down that hill, Rhandoss on the brake a little bit earlier. He had that touch more speed, pulls himself through. Rezkio on the street section, just soaring along. You can see the car just picking up that extra mile or two an hour. Knows these streets like the back of his hands, as some people might say. A little bit low from Rhandoss, just catches that lip. Really unfortunate. Luckily though, not a flat surface, does see it bounce you up onto the track, not losing, like I say, too much time. Missile still holds the lead, clean wall ride, pulled out of, and Rhandoss gets all sorts of extra curb boost there, off at the exit. Came off that exceptionally flat. Just putting the bit between his teeth. He's heading across the line for the second lap. The 1:12.045 for Missile is that best lap so far, but Rezkio has just popped into the lead in the first couple of corners. We are going to pop forward. Once they're into the tube, we'll make sure. I don't want to be having issues with that again. Nice and clean. I feel so guilty. The timing is off. Missile King right close up behind Rezkio, but Rezkio collecting brake boosts just ever so lightly, pulling away. You can see that slight pull, nice off the wall ride from both. Looked like he closed the gap up. Touch Rezkio, nice and smooth onto the tube line, picking up that early speed. Missile chooses not to go for the loop. You can see Rezkio, no brick this time, does pull out a little bit further, going to go on the brakes, nice and clean, and pull himself through the corners just ahead of Missile King. Again, Rezkio does know these streets very, very well. Rezkio. One of our best all-rounders in the community, for sure. Very strong on his rally as well. Nice and tidy. Rezkio's handled cut to, nice ahead. Ride, pulls off and out. Oh, missile a little bit late, a little bit early, sorry, on the pull-up. Does see the car drift off the track. It looked like missile might be stopping. Rezkio, maybe that was the swap over. Apologies if it was a slight drop in frames there. As 208.061 now. Have a quick little look on the map. Everybody is moving. Missile and Leo. Missile King 212.045 saves the best lap for himself. Lovely brake boost, really trying to kick the back end of the GTO out. Nice and smooth on the pull-up. A little bit longer to get down to the track, which is nice and low, keeping the momentum forward. Leaping the exit, he's touched down on the track, so it gets a little bit too sharp on the tube line, onto the track. It's nice and smooth, picking the pace up. Through the corner, brushing the barrier, handles the slippy slidey, nice and clean. Gone in a little bit aggressively to the wall ride. He does hold the lead. So will have closed the gap. He's going over that ramp and into the wall ride himself now. Stick with Rez. He's leading the playlist. He's going to extend his lead at the top. Between him and Rhandoss, they have seen off the threat. Too fast, too furious. That is Rezkio with 95-point playlist victory. Chronos races, I imagine it's going to be the 10th. Double check that though at the end. 179 overall score from Chronos. It does make them the highest scoring team so far. Had the 178 from Mobbin and Jake your boy. The 165 from Spam and Scarlord. But it does see Rezkio and Rhandoss as the hottest team points wise so far across their 7 races. Just double check the placement here of Leo and I'll get these points totaled up. It was a DNF, so that was 4 points. Does mean Too Fast Too Furious on 117 points. Nicely done all around. GG's to everybody. Congratulations are going to be offered across to Chronos races if you are going forward, and as you say to your next opponent, they are, or one of them is already in the second round waiting, but he does now need to find a new teammate for that to happen. So if anybody is potentially willing to race with Lando and see him take on Rezkio and Rhandoss, do get in touch. Let somebody or him know. You can't be part of the competition really already because you're in a team, etc, etc. But yeah, anybody is potentially welcome to step in and fill Mokta's shoes. But do know your opponents on this occasion will be Rezkio and Rhandoss. Congratulations, guys. Unlucky Too Fast, Too Furious. You will be going into the losers bracket, but maybe see you go a little bit further along in that side of the tournament. No problem, Dav. Always my pleasure. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm going to draw it to a relatively swift end. I don't think anything else is booked in as yet. I'm sure we'll let you all know as and when it is. Thank you all, and good